But let's go into the problematic nature of what alternative and functional medicine commonly prescribed for autoimmune diseases, and how it is a bomb for us women who also have perfectionism. So if you see alternative functional medicine like I did, you're going to be put on a food diet, whether that's the autoimmune protocol, or maybe it's low FODMAP, maybe that's gluten-free or sugar-free or paleo. Trying to think of a carnivore, even keto. Right? We're going to be put on some kind of, or elimination. We did a lot of elimination diets. You're going to be put on a restrictive food diet. And what are those restrictive food diets about? They are a very incredibly limited diet that is unreasonable and unachievable for long term. I mean, I remember one time I was on one where it was about 7 foods that I could eat, and I was supposed to be on it for 3 months. And an earmarker of these restrictive food diets for autoimmune diseases is that they have to be followed to a T. They have to be followed just so that they will work. And again, we know when they say work, it's just managing the symptoms. So pull back the curtain a little bit and think about what happens when I, as a woman with an autoimmune disease and I'm a perfectionist, gets put on a restrictive food diet. How do we approach said restrictive food diet? We put all of our emotional turmoil and our control and our micromanagement and our anxiety and our fear about our autoimmune disease, and we take it out on the restrictive food diet. We try to do it perfectly. And that was my experience. My restrictive food diets for my autoimmune disease became my whole life. Buying the food, prepping the food, trying to do it just right. And what happens? We can't be perfect in these because we are human. And my experience, and those of the women that I worked with, is we will eventually misstep. We will eventually have a weak moment. We will fall off the horse. And what happens? Symptoms come back. We beat ourselves up, right? Because we were trying to do it perfect. And then all of a sudden, our perfectionist tendencies are way out of control. Our symptoms for autoimmune are way out of control. But most importantly, our emotional stress continues to grow and be off the charts, which is actually keeping us stuck in chronically activated fight or flight, which is the reason why we're not healing and is the reason why we're not getting better. It is a very sick circle trap that we get put into, me thinking that I was going somewhere with these restrictive food diets when really it was just another outlet for my incredibly unhealthy behavioral pattern of perfectionism. So as you can see, it's unbelievable that they would put us women on these diets and expect that to be healthy when it causes the very emotional stress that it is what causes autoimmune diseases, right? A huge contributor, being a perfectionist. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. If you have an autoimmune disease or chronic illness, are frustrated with medications, supplements, or food diets, and are ready to start the journey to finally and permanently healing your condition, I have 2 13-week online self-guided educational programs, the Autoimmune Healing Program and the Chronic Illness Healing Program. Both programs teach you how to permanently heal your autoimmune disease or chronic illness, leave behind those doctor's visits and symptom management, and to finally heal without supplements, medication, or food diets. This is the same journey I took and why I am over 10 years completely healthy. All 8 of my autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses are permanently gone. You can find the link to apply for a complimentary course consultation with me down in the description below. And if you're not ready to take this step, watch my free 101 course on autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses. You'll also find the link to watch this down in the description. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. I look forward to you permanently healing your autoimmune disease or chronic illness.